Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all doing good. Right, cycle industry is always coming out with these new and innovative I can't even speak. Jesus Christ. The cycle industry is coming out with new and innovative. Do you know what? The cycle industry is coming out of new and interesting ways to make us keep spending money and constantly upgrading our bikes. I'm not against it, do you know what I mean? Obviously it keeps me in a job. One thing that hasn't really changed a lot, I suppose you can't really change the shape of it, is the wheel, right? So traditional wheel was just like a rim and then spokes. You know, over the years you've had like various incarnations of like spoked wheels, and there's only a few that have stuck. So you have the Mavic 5 spoke that a lot of people use on track. You had the old like H3 like head wheel, very popular with like the old fixie crew. Like aero spoke, another more recent version, not a very good wheel though, to be honest. Then you had like the old Spinergy Rev X. This was like a 4-spoke, actually full carbon wheel, but it just had the tendency to randomly explode. So that one wasn't very good either. The Spindid one, they had a tri-spoke. Again, it was like a composite, it wasn't carbon. There've been a lot of different incarnations of like tri-spoke, 5-spoke, whatever spoked wheels that go away from the traditional like spoked pattern. And honestly, not a lot of them have been that successful. Brands are still doing it, you know, and they're still coming out of like new and innovative, I still can't say it, new ways to get us to like, well, purchase new wheels and stuff. And Elite have got the Drive 6. And I guess it's that age-old thing of like, if it's not broke, why fix it? So I've been riding this wheel for a few months, and I figured I'll give you guys a bit of a like long-term review. I was dead set against no spokes. I thought it was going to be horrible flex. I thought it was going to be a bit crap, to be honest. But have they done it right? That's the question, you know. And will it replace traditional wheels? Should you buy a set of these over a set of traditional spoked wheels? You know, that's what we're going to discuss today. Anyway, we're going to go for a bit of a pedal, and I'll chat you through these wheels. Honestly, these wheels are so much fun to ride. I don't know if it's wheels or the bike. Like, well, I'll be honest, the bike wasn't as much fun to ride until I put the wheels on it. So make from that what you will, but I'm firmly believing that these wheels have made this bike more fun. I think I'll give you a few details about these wheels. I'm going to put them up on the screen, so I'm probably going to miss something. These are available as cross-country or gravel wheels. I'm pretty sure the only difference is the actual free hub and the spacing on the rear wheel. Obviously available in all like through axle sizes, lengths, widths, diameters. So available in 700C or 29 for mountain bike. 35.8, I think, millimeter rim depth. So like it's a decent depth, you know, nice depth. And then the internal rim width is like 26mm, external is 31mm, so it's pretty damn wide. So they're $1,299. So like I say competitively priced against like other brands. So for anyone that doesn't like these wheels, if you do want to check out their wheels, feel free to go to their website and check out their other spoked wheels, because they've got wheels with actual spokes in. If these aren't of your liking, if that makes any sense. Weight, I think they're quite heavy. I think they're like 1,400 grams for the pair. I mean, considering there's like a lot of air space in the middle, 1,400, you know, bit heavy, but not that bad, you know. So you can get an XD driver, you can get like a micro spline, you can get everything. I went for a micro spline, and it's really easy to change the free hub. So I had to change from an XD, I think, to a micro spline, and it was just a simple like quick like pull off and pop on a new one. So that's really good. Also, yeah, it's a center lock disc, right? But the mountain bike one comes with the 6-bolt like disc, so that's another difference as well. I mean, essentially not a lot of a difference between the mountain bike and gravel ones, and I personally prefer center lock. It's just so much easier to like put on and off. So there's all the like techie info in a nutshell. I'm sure I missed out those details. Oh yeah, the hub's aluminium, 7075. I mean, I should probably talk to you about like how they ride and all that stuff, but I'm really enjoying riding them at the moment, so I'm going to go ride them a bit more, and you're going to have to stay tuned to find out whether I'd buy these over a set of like traditional spoked wheels. So yeah, let's go for a bit of a pedal, and then we'll I'll give you some proper deep and meaningful reviewness of these wheels. Right, let's go. I'm going to try and be really good today. I'm going to do a really concise, in-depth review. See, I've told you a lot of details about the wheel. I told you the price, the weight, but like what you want to know is how they ride. And like, would these like replace like a standard spoked wheels? Like, would I run these rather than my gravel wheels? I mean, the first thing for me is the weight. These are a little bit heavier than my other wheels, so it depends on the race, you know. So Goodyear, for example, I always ride my Marin headlands. I love that bike. I love the drop bar gravel bikes. I think they're awesome. I don't think a flat bar gravel bike is a gravel bike. It's a cross-country mountain bike or a hybrid with really wide clearance. And Goodyear is a gravel event, so I've always felt like I should ride a gravel bike. The thing is, the one in Wales, right, it definitely verges on a cross-country course. And I think this bike would be ideal for it. And that is with these wheels, you know. So honestly, I'm thinking next year's Goodyear in Wales, I might try and pimp it a little bit to try and shed some of the weight, like change the crank, change the like, group set. I think this bike would be amazing on Goodyear, especially the Wales one. Right, sorry, this isn't a bike review, it's a wheel review. These wheels have made this bike more fun to ride. Are they fun? Are they good? Do they ride nice? Yes, and they have changed the feel of my bike completely. So obviously the standout feature of these wheels is the fact that they have 6 spokes rather than your standard like 28, 24, 12, however many it is like a spoked wheel has. And so it leaves like a big gap. You know, there's a lot of gap there. And so I did think there was going to be like a little bit of flexy, that if I was to ride into a curb and catch it like here, that you might feel that flex. Honestly, these wheels, I think these wheels are stiffer than my other carbon wheels that I use. Oh look, I've proper dinged it there. Like say, a big scratch. They feel incredibly stiff, I'm going to be honest. And when you're in a corner, like, so when the bike's like really leaning like that, like the wheels don't flex, they don't have that like, they don't have that side flex, you know. Like when I sprint, like I'll hit like 1400 watts in a sprint and my tyre does not flex to hit like the stays here. The tyre will like touch here because the wheel like actually flexes. So there's definitely that like side to side stiffness on these wheels. So like if you're like concerned about how they're going to feel in corners or like this like weird space here, and if it's going to like suddenly collapse if you ride into a curb or catch a rock or root on it, it's not. They're like tough as nails, like honestly, and you can feel it. They feel stiff and they feel like really nice. Honestly, like reviewing bike stuff, the amount of times I say stiff and it feels really nice, there's so many innuendos, isn't it? Do you know what? I really like that cyclist. This chap was just riding past, and I'm obviously standing here chatting to myself, being a complete weirdo. But he's like, "You all right? You know, do you want a hand? Need a hand?" I think that's nice. You know, people are nice. Nice people are nice. I mean, not nice people are not nice, but like nice people are nice. You do get grumpy cyclists though. About 30 like full roadie guys rode past me, and they wouldn't wave at me because I was riding my flat bar gravel bike. Made me kind of sad. Anyway, I'm getting cold, like standing here chatting, so we're gonna have a little pedal. I'm gonna tell you more about them. The big question really is, like, would I buy these wheels, and would I buy them over traditional spoked wheels? Before I'd ridden these wheels, like, no, there's no shot I'd have bought these over a set of wheels. Like, if I'm gonna spend like $1,300 or like £1,000 on a set of wheels, I'd want a set that I'm sure about, you know. And like, I'd much rather someone else buy these and tell me if they're good or not, so then I can like make my own decisions on it, than like do that myself. But now I've actually ridden them for the last like few months. Do you know what? I'd actually buy them. I would. I'd buy them. I think they look wicked. You know, you either love them or you hate them, or maybe you are just middle ground and don't really care. But honestly, I went from like liking how they looked and thinking it was a bit funky, right? And and being interested in them. So when I got asked if I wanted to try a pair, I didn't have any expectations, you know. I was like, well, if they're not that good, they're not that good, you know. I need a set of wheels for this bike. It will look kind of funky. I kind of like how they look. And as it turns out, I now want to ride this bike over my other bikes. Like, these wheels have changed the feel of this bike, you know. And that's the thing with wheels, any wheels. Anytime you upgrade wheels on your bike and you go from like standard aluminium or like heavier wheels to like carbon and like slightly more performance based wheels, look, it's going to feel so much better. And these wheels made my bike feel so much better. And now this bike is just super fun to ride. Marin have made a really fun bike, and then when you pair that with the Elite Drive 6s, oh, it's just mega smiles all round. I don't really rate things like out of 10, but like for the fun factor, 10 out of 10. For looks, for me, it's a 10. Like, I love how they look. For you guys, I mean, some of you are going to give them a 1, some of you are going to give them a 5. Like, let me know down below, would you rate them on looks? And then performance, ride quality, all that stuff. Like, I mean, it is like very up there with like a lot of the other wheels. So like, I'm not going to give it like a 10 out of 10 because it's not, you know, they are a bit heavy. Well, that's kind of it really. They're a bit heavy. Mega impressed. Ride quality is well up there. 8 out of 10. Let's say 8. Let's say 7. I don't want to say 8. 8's a bit high. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Like, so overall, let's just give it like something out of 10. Anyway, that's a very like random way to like review these wheels. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Massive thanks to Elite for letting me try these wheels out, and stay tuned for more videos. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.